Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Life of Spike. I am Spike or Steve, whichever one you call me. Today I wanted to talk about 6 important items I keep in my van that makes van life easier. Now, I wouldn't call them necessity, and some of them you can live without. These are 6 items that I think would make any van lifer's life much easier to live. Now, that being said, I've also moved from a car where there's no place to do a bathroom and things like that. So number 1 on my list is going to be a bucket. Now, this one has just the toilet seat lid. I lost the cover piece for it. I believe my son broke it, but that's fine. We've all used this toilet. This toilet is amazing. And I've pooped in it a lot. My son's pooped in it a lot, and we love this toilet. When we take it camping, it just gets put somewhere hidden so that nobody can watch, you use the bathroom when you're out of the toilet, especially if you don't want to go all the way up to a pit toilet, or if the pit toilet's super far away, or you're scared of the pit toilet, like my son. It isn't like the open pit toilet. It is just kind of scary. So we picked up a bucket. Now, that being said, on top of it, so we picked up a bucket for camping as well as van life. Now, I couldn't use this in my car because, sitting in the front seat of my driver's seat trying to use a bucket, there's just no space for it to use it in the car. So going to the bathroom in the bucket, sitting at Walmart, was difficult living in the car. Moving into the van, it's a different story. All I have to do is take my window covers, put them up, and I am good to go. I can use the bathroom. Just lock the doors, that way nobody can see you go into the bathroom while you're inside the van. And on top of that, as well as going to the bathroom in private inside of a Walmart parking lot, is when it's cold outside, you don't have to go outside and use the bathroom in the snow, which I've done many, many times, which is completely fine with me. But being comfortable inside your van, going to the bathroom nice and warm, you've got the heat on your toes, is always a bonus. I keep this in the front seat, in the passenger side, ready to go anytime I need it. There's also another bucket, but it's orange, and I use that for showers, so I'm not accidentally putting poop on this bucket into my shower water, because that's gross. So let's put this away. Number 2 on my list is something not many van lifers may consider doing. I use a spray bottle with 1/3 vinegar and the rest just plain water. The reason I do that is to clean my dishes, because I was looking up, researching on dry washing, or dry dishwashing, I guess you can say, and I found that hikers use vinegar water. I don't know if they use smaller bottles. They probably don't need this much, but this is just what I found at the dollar store. Now, there's a few pros and cons to using a paper towel spray bottle with vinegar as your main source of dishwashing. So I also have a backup, or should I say original way that I used to wash dishes. I always keep a couple of these in the van as well. This one's almost empty. They're especially useful when you're dealing with meat products and a possible way to contaminate your workspace, because you don't want to accidentally put your fingers in your mouth when you got raw blood, things like that. This is a definite must-have in a van life, even if you don't use them every day, but it's nice to have a couple of these every once in a while, especially if you're sick or something. You end up getting the flu or something. It's nice to keep the van clean. So that's how I wash my dishes. Some things I did notice when using dry washing is that, for example, if you're making Lipton sidekicks or something like that, or a milky product that leaves a nice thick gravy substance on the side of your pots. It can be a little bit difficult to clean, so when I usually try and scrape as much as I can with a metal spoon or something like that, and I will try and wash my dishes before the food becomes hard. So that means you're usually washing your pot before you even put a fork of food in your mouth. So if I'm making noodles, I'll make the noodles, I'll put the noodles in a butter container so that when it cools down I can throw it in the cooler, because I usually don't eat a full entire package. So I'll split it in half, I'll eat half, and then the half will be for tomorrow. When you do that, you take your pot, you spray it down, you wipe down. Sometimes it takes like 6-7 pieces of paper towel to clean a pot, because it can be difficult to get some of that stubborn pieces off. And the vinegar helps to keep it sanitized as well. And anytime you're doing anything with meat and stuff, obviously you can probably do that. Which includes like making Caesar salad in a bowl and this, and things like that. I do have 2 bins and a dry rack with some dish soap, some biodegradable dish soap, for when I do go and actually park somewhere, or if I'm out fishing or things like that and I'm parked for a couple weeks, I'll actually pull the bins out and do dishes on a regular what normal people do. And I'll do the dishes just like you would in a house, but on a picnic table outside, usually under a tarp or something like that. So that is conclusion of number 2, is how to keep your dishes clean. Now, number 3 is not super vital, but I find it to be very informative, especially when it comes to the status of my batteries. And that is a Victron Smartshunt. Now, you don't have to go with Victron. There's other ones. There's Renogy. There's other off-brand names that might be a little bit cheaper for you. But I did find a Victron Smartshunt for less than $150 on the used marketplace, which I've always told you guys in my previous videos. If you find anything used and secondhand, grab them, because they're still good products. There's nothing wrong with them. I have a Victron Smartshunt. This tells me how much remaining I have on my batteries, so that I can either turn the van on and charge the batteries through the DC to DC charger, or I have to plug it into shore power, which I haven't needed to do. I have, but it was just for a little bit because I was in a vicinity of having AC power. So if you've got AC power, get some of those batteries charged, ready to go. I kind of wish I got more charging capacity, but more charging capacity means a lot more money, because alternator, maybe secondary alternator, more DC to DC chargers, things like that. And I just can't afford that right now. So this is going to do for now. 60 amp and a DC to DC charger is quite a bit, but I've got quite a bit of batteries as well. Now I can also go in and look at my history and see, how low of battery I went 3 days ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, things like that. I can check how much battery or how much charge I'm getting into the battery from the solar, the battery DC to DC charger, and I can also check to see how much power I'm drawing, including my laptop, my freezer, my lights, and the heater going. So that concludes number 3 on my list of things that I think are necessary for van life. Now, number 4 is an umbrella. Straight up, just nothing's fancy, nothing's super crazy, but an umbrella is wonderful, especially when it's raining really hard and you need to go outside, you need to go shopping, anything like that, or you're just gotta go outside to dump your pee bucket or your gray water or things like that. So an umbrella is a must-have. I'm not going to open inside because it's bad luck, but obviously everybody knows what an umbrella is and what they do. They keep the rain off your head. I've also got a poncho. This will help, especially if I'm trying to change a tire under the van. That way I don't have to hold the umbrella. I can use both hands to do the project at hand, and then I can take the poncho off, come inside, dry off, change my clothes or whatever, and then continue on my journey. So this is one thing that I think would be great to have in your van, especially when you want to keep dry. Number 5, Ziploc bags. These things are amazing when it comes to storing things inside your van and organizing them. So you can label them. And what I'd like to do is I just take a pair of scissors and I put a hole right in the center of the bag. That way, if you've got a bunch of stuff inside the bag, you can still squish it down flat, bring all the air out, and shove it into a bin or my cupboard. And it is so much easier trying to store a bunch of stuff inside your Ziploc bags, inside your cupboards, or whatever. If you're looking for something, oh, that's cables, oh, that's first aid kit, oh, that's my exercise stuff, oh, this is that. Then you know exactly what you're looking for is in which bag, because they're all organized and ready to go. I like these over bins because if you've got, 3 stacked bins, one of them's half empty, the other one's only a quarter full, and the other one's 3/4 full. That's a bunch of wasted space in between all those containers. Plus they're usually like odd shaped, so you've got these gaps around all your containers. So here, what I'm going to show you, these are all organized into containers. There's 1 bag, 2 bags, some gravel, some got it like emergency heat pack. This stuff is just scrap material for my wrist making kit, because I like to make fancy wristbands and things like that. This is GoPro equipment, pellet gun ammo, and playing cards. I got my swimming goggles. That is number 5 on the list of stuff that I think is necessary in the van. Now, number 6, the last item on my list today. There's probably like 10 other items I can throw on this list, but I didn't want to make this video like 45 minutes long. But I wanted to recommend the vital items that I use almost every single day in my van. The last one on my list today is clothespins, and I found these at the dollar store. And these are amazing because I can just clip them anywhere I want. I've got a couple here holding this towel up. I've got a couple over here holding these towels up. And I've got one over here. I can clip a jacket to dry at the front door. There's just so many uses for these things. And then when it gets to the time to go out into nature, into spring, into camping, when I'm outside, I've got a clothesline hanging out. I can just pull a bunch of these out and hook my towel up, and if it ever gets windy, I don't have to worry about my towel getting loose because it's clotheslined to a rope tied to a tree, things like that. So these are awesome. The other thing you can use these for is I've just got this package of noodle soup. So if you've opened a noodle pack or whatever, or a package of chips or anything like that, you can take your clip and there you go. It's not going to leak. That's it. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little, these are the 6 vital things that I used almost every single day in my van. And I didn't include my Starlink, my cell phone, or my tablet, or my Bluetooth speaker, or anything like that. I'm talking about vital items to survive inside of a van. I never know what I want to plan on editing or filming. So tomorrow I could be filming a train or a boat or a waterfall. I'm never sure what I'm going to record next, so I'm always just winging it. The thing about van life is you never know what tomorrow will bring. So tomorrow might bring something different, it might bring something the same, or I might just hang out and watch TV all day. You never know. Like, van life is so awesome when it comes to being nomadic, getting enough of nature, going to the gym, exercising, getting out and getting your steps in, and just exploring the world. Exploring BC is freaking awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.